U.S. pastor converts to Islam after attending Rumi memorial ceremony. Jalaludin Rumi was commemorated with the Seb-i Arus ceremony, night of reunion with God. A priest from the United States, Craig Victor Fenter, converted to Islam after attending the Seb-i Arus ceremony. Reported by Anadolu Agency on Friday, 24/9. Craig Victor Fenter was born in 1955 in the U.S. state of North Carolina and grew up in Los Angeles. Craig Victor Fenter grew up with a strong religious education and attended religious school and became a minister. For a decade, Fenter has taught religion classes at U.S. universities. However, as time passed, he began to feel a spiritual emptiness within himself. He tried to find the cause of the emptiness. Until 2004, he met Esin Çelebi Bayru, Rumi's 22nd generation granddaughter, at a program in the U.S. After learning about Rumi and Islam, Fenter became interested. He then visited Konya in 2005 at Bayru's invitation. There he witnessed the Seb-i Arus, night of reunion, when Rumi attained the God commemorated in the ceremony. Fenter was very impressed by Rumi's story, the Sufi dance known as the Sema ceremony, and the spiritual atmosphere during the ceremony. Fenter decided to convert to Islam in 2006 and changed his name to Ismail Fenter. Religion is very important to my family. My grandmother wanted me to become a priest. I went to seminary to study for the priesthood, he told Anadolu. Every Sunday, Fenter never misses going to church. Fenter admitted there were a lot of things that didn't make sense to him at the time. I believed in God, but something didn't feel right. The information I tried to teach my students after that didn't make sense to me. So I spent most of my life searching. I used to teach in seminary, but I didn't believe on what I teach, he said. Fenter then decided to stop teaching and left the church to return to California and meet his family. He began to fill his life by studying music, but the emptiness still haunted him. There was a lot of music, but my heart was empty. The applause of the people was great, but something was missing, said Fenter. Then someone suggested he meet Bayru, who was in San Francisco for a program. The meeting took place, and in front of Bayru, Fenter told of the emptiness. I told him, I feel myself at the bottom of the ocean. I said, I don't know where the treasure is. He said to me, you have found the treasure because you were looking for it. This sentence really impressed me. Then, at Bayru's invitation, I came to Turkey's central province, Konya, in December 2005 and witnessed the Seb-i Arus ceremony, Fenter said. Fenter also said he felt something special while watching the whirling dervishes. Fenter also went to the Mevlana Museum when he was in Konya. While in Konya, Fenter took many lessons about Islam and Sufism from Nadir Karnabuyuk, a Sufi teacher he met at the ceremony. I stopped and watched him, Karnabuyuk, and looked around while he was praying. Then he called me to pray, too. Not knowing what to do, I walked towards the Niyaz Seresi, window of hope, Fenter said, adding he started praying. Then something happened. I don't know what happened, but I was stunned. I felt like my heart was being torn apart and I cried. I felt like Rumi was calling me. I cried for hours, he said. At that moment, Fenter felt that this place was the place he had been looking for, the place he needed. Rumi's way is the way of Prophet Muhammad. I know this is the truth. I become a Muslim next year, he added. He later visited Konya every year because he believed it was a great place to learn more about Rumi. Following Rumi's path was different from living in the US. He then decided to move to Konya. One evening, a young dervish, follower of Rumi, asked about my family, and I said, "My parents are dead." He looked at me and said, "We are your family." That was one of the most important things someone said to me. That's why I kept coming to Konya, and then settled there, he said.